カウント。大谷かトラウトか。空振り三振。最後は大谷翔平が締めくくった。侍ジャパン WBC 王座奪還。14年ぶりの歓喜。みんなで戦い抜いた侍ジャパンが世界一強い。
One game away. Blow up. Blow up. We're playing for something, man. We're playing for something. This gotta mean something to you. It gotta mean something. Everything you got. Everything you got. Let's finish this.
Do it, fellas.
Let's go.
Let's do it, fellas.
Finish 2 3. 1 2 3.
Finish.
You ready to make history? Come on now. Yeah. You know, there's these two words. And when I say them, people get goosebumps cause they know what happens next. So without further ado,
Free smoke.
look, scared cause I'm drowning in silence with bad thoughts. These days I don't have nothing to say, man, the bag talks. I put in headphones on my driver. Pull up to the spot and give a good dick and Godiva. I can't lie, I'm uninspired. No more pillow talking about nonsense. I only stick around to put some band-aids on my conscience. I don't know why I feel so bad, nigga. That's what we do, no foundation. We don't build no more, we just screw. Half a bottle of Henny, girl, I'm going with the wind. The same niggas say they happy for me, ain't want me to win. So I'm done on my friends. Don't need help popping Coronas and reminiscing. I just call up Big Bro J and say it's time for venting. If I live forever, I hold this hate for some centuries. You don't know how much or how you doing would admit to me, but motherfuck all that. I don't even offer up the time to make the call back. Stupid Lodo, if they don't get the picture now, man, I crop them out of the photo. I can't relate to my peers. Been doing this shit for years. I'm motivated by fears. I took the wheel and I steer. My sound not dictated by fuck boys in Atlanta. Stay gifted like this album was ghost written by Santa. Boss forever like they decided to throw me under slammer. Every song's a hit like they picture me underhanders. I could drop a million songs, but they never gon' understand us. Soapbox sermons for niggas never giving chances. Fight our whole lives to get these weak ass advances. Work twice as hard for the shit that they getting handed. And this ain't even nothing we chose, nigga, we branded. Still can't tell why all of these niggas mad at me. I'm trying to get 100 so I can put my team on salary. Give it all to the art, man, I turn my life to a gallery. Man, damn, what a fucked up masterpiece. 1100 shots and I swear, man, I felt them all. If we ain't even good on our blocks, man, who can we call? Pre-decline state of mind, we broke crabs in the barrel. Got us fighting our folk, man, this shit just a life of peril.
Ohtani's ready. Trout's ready. 3-2. He struck him out! Ohtani strikes out Trout, and Japan's back on top of the baseball world.
Welcome to Kicking It with Saint. And it is a sad episode. It is. You keep telling me that it don't matter. So why does it hurt? You keep telling me it don't matter. So why do I feel the way I felt last night after Japan beat us 3-2? You keep telling me it don't matter. So why did I immediately say to myself, yo, when the next time this tournament kick off, bro? You keep telling me it don't matter, but I saw how Mike Trout and those boys saw how they felt after that loss. You keep telling me it don't matter, but I saw how Japan felt after they won. You keep telling me it don't matter, but I needed the time to properly grieve this loss. But you keep telling me it don't matter. Listen. If you didn't feel nothing after seeing Team USA lose last night and after seeing Team Japan win, whether you are a supporter of Team Japan, a supporter of Team USA, then you're just not a fan of the game. That's what I'm starting to realize, bro. Y'all motherfuckers just not fans of the game. It's as simple as that. But how's everybody doing today? I'm sad because they keep telling me that these games didn't matter. That's what they told me. And now look at me. Hurt. Distraught. Worn out. exhausted, angry, disappointed. But I want to make something very clear. This episode is not me about to kill them boys. It was a good run, fellas. I'm proud of each and every one of you. As we have done on the WBC recaps, let me go down the line. Shout out to America's mother effing shortstop, Trout. He had another bomb last night. I'm so happy this month is playing for Philly.
The 0-2 to Turner, and he throws this one deep left field. Trey Turner, grand slam, home run on an 0-2 pitch. The United States takes a 9-7 lead.
Trout, thank you. Mookie Betts, my favorite player in baseball, thank you. Mike Trout, the man didn't even play half a season, I think, and he hit 40 home runs. Thank you. Paul Goldie, thank you. Nolan Arenado, thank you. Kyle Schwarber had a Schwar bomb last night. Thank you. Real Muto, the best catcher in baseball, thank you. Tim Anderson, thank you. Jeff McNeil, thank you. America's ace, Lance Lynn, thank you. Adam Wainwright, thank you. Devin Williams, thank you. Ryan Presley, thank you. Mark DeRosa, thank you. Karen the Kid, Griff, thank you. Andy Pettit, thank you. God, I forgot the other coach's name, but thank you. The other black coach, I forgot his name at the moment. Thank you. Bobby Witt, thank you. Cedric Mullins, thank you. I know I'm going to forget some of the other men on the team. Apologies. I really wish I could remember every single one of you, the men's names. I didn't forget no pitchers. Every pitcher that I wanted to name, I named. But to every single one of the hitters and the coaches, thank you. You did your country proud. You did your country proud. You all showed, hey, it's a clip that if you go find this GIF or this clip of this young dude talking to his football team. Players, y'all played y'all hearts out. This L is not on you. Okay? I feel just like that in this moment. Coaches, hitters, Lance Lynn, D. Will, Ryan Presley, Adam Wainwright, y'all played y'all hearts out. This Will Smith, this is not on y'all. This on them goddamn pitchers, bro. This is not on y'all. Y'all did y'all country proud. I cannot expect y'all to go out there every fucking game and give us 9 runs. That's stupid. This is on America's pitchers. This is on Max Scherzer, Zach Wheeler. I still love you, Wheels. Aaron Nola, Jacob deGrom, even though that motherfucker always hurt. Justin Verlander, any American, Jake Flaherty. I don't even know if he was healthy enough to play. Adam Wainwright, old as a motherfucker, and he went out there and played. This is on them. Mike, Mookie, y'all hold y'all heads high. This is not on y'all. This is on them. Kyle Freeland ain't supposed to be pitching in no fucking WBC. Merrill Kelly is not supposed to be on a WBC roster. But you know, our American pitchers decided to be American bitches and not show up for their country. See, I find it very I find it conveniently ignorant how y'all go at certain players about their patriotism and shit on shit that don't matter. But in a moment like this, because I continue to say it's no injury risk. It's 0 injury risk involved in the WBC. Why do you say that, Saint? Because the spring training is literally happening at the same time. You got me. If these happened at 2 different times, they happen at the same fucking time. Not to mention, JT Realmuto didn't even hit in every single game. He played every other game, as did Will Smith, the other catcher. So this injury risk shit is stupid. Stop telling me that. Like that's lazy. Bro, people who say that is lazy. You should stop listening to people who talk sports who only want to talk about the analytics, like a Mad Dog Russo, who I still don't understand who is asking for this dude on TV. But nonetheless, you did your country proud. And for all you people out there hating on Mark DeRosa, bro, you have to understand the limitations of what he could and could not do. The players he could play, when they could play, when they didn't want to be played because of their squads and shit like that. This ain't on Mark DeRosa. And this ain't on the hitters. This on them trash ass pitchers who decided not to show up.
Soft. Overrated. Pretty boy. A bitch.
And you know, my heart just not gonna take it if I keep trashing Zach Wheeler. So Zach, I'm excluding you, my boy. You get the biasness of the day, bro. All my shit talk is excluding Zach Wheeler, bro, because that's my favorite pitcher. And he played for my team. I love the Dodgers. Fuck the Dodgers. They would not give Clayton Kershaw, I believe it was, the insurance so that he could come play in the W. Could you imagine if Clayton Kershaw played in the WBC? Could you imagine if Team USA had Clayton Kershaw pitching? Now, to some of you morons out there, I know you still think to yourself, oh, Clayton is old. There's no way he good. Clayton Kershaw is still a top pitcher in baseball. Is he still prime Clayton Kershaw? Obviously, he's not still prime Clayton Kershaw. But this current Clayton Kershaw is still a top 5 pitcher in baseball, in my opinion. At the worst, top 10. Could you imagine if he was allowed to come play in the WBC? Which, in my opinion, something ain't right. There's no way Clayton, if not for the fact he hurt every fucking year, maybe he would have had the leeway to come play. But the fact that he always hurt is probably why he couldn't play. But what's the excuse for some of these other pitchers, bro? And even still, if you pitching in spring training, bro, you probably pitched more in spring training than you would have pitched in the WBC. It's no excuse. They did their country a disservice. And you know who having to pay for that? Mookie Betts. Mike Trout. They're going to be talking about Mike Trout striking out to Shohei Ohtani for the next 4 years. And who knows what Mike Trout is in 4 years, if he healthy, if he the same player.
Tell us what it means to wear this uniform and one game shy of bringing the title home.
Yeah, no, it's special. I'm getting goosebumps right now thinking about it. Just the USA chants, wearing that across your chest. I already told them I'm doing the next one, so I'm already in. If I'm DHing, playing left field, whatever they want, I'm in.
Or any of the dudes on this team. And we got this close. And a competent pitcher would have took us over the place. Now, I wish Lance Lynn could have started in this game. And if I haven't said it by now, shout out to Japan. But I wish Lance Lynn could have started in this game. But because he was so far and away the best pitcher on the team as far as all the starters. But it just really do something to my soul that the United States was relying on Merrill Kelly, and Kyle Freeland. I mean, by God. And some people will be like, well, they would have been able to use Lance if they didn't pitch him in that. Well, if you don't pitch Lance Lynn against Venezuela, who knows how that game turned out? As evident by the fact that when Lance Lynn left that game in the 5th inning, all hell broke loose for Team USA. So you can make an argument, if Lance Lynn don't start against Venezuela, we probably don't beat Venezuela. How do you sleep with yourselves at night? Some of these pitchers who could have showed up, who chose not to. You got Max Scherzer. I love Max Scherzer. Giving that dumbass excuse. Oh, I hope the WBC happened mid-season. Man, shut up. Shut up. Shut up. That makes no sense, stupid. Shut up. So I'm not happy about it, to say the least. And I was hurt when I saw our boys go out there and lose last. Trey Turner. Oh, man. Oh, man. Trey Turner. Oh, my God. I'm so happy he a Philly, bro. But I'm disappointed in the pitchers that didn't show up. See, I'm not even really throwing shade at the pitchers who pitched for us. Because like I said, they did show up. Now, I don't know really if this is at least they showed up more so than it was. I mean, shit, nobody else did. And you just look at some of these other teams who had some of their best. Japan had top-notch pitchers pitching, bro. Motherfuckers called on Yu Darvish and Shohei Ohtani late in the game. Like, come on, bro. Team USA was not going to be able to do that with their starters because the starters was basically not. It was no reason to start any of your starters late in the game for Team USA over Ryan Presley and Devin Williams. You could make an argument Presley and Williams was better than every starting pitcher for Team USA aside from Lance Lynn. And you could probably make an argument they was better than Lance, but I'm not going to disrespect my boy Lance Lynn like that. But I mean, just, oh my God. You want to talk about lack of patriotism for your country. I hear y'all throw that bullshit term and phrase around all the time. And y'all let these pitchers get away with not showing up for their country.
One of the most disgusting, rudest, sick demonstrations in my entire career. Probably the worst.
You were sad after the game. I was pissed. As soon as that last strikeout happened and Shohei started celebrating, tossed the hat in the air, I said, man, fuck Max Scherzer, bro. Started reeling them off, baby. Started reeling them off. It's a lot of American pitchers who was great pitchers who could have played in this tournament. Now, let's see what happened in the next 4 years. Now, I really do hope they find a way to make the WBC a quicker tournament. I really do. If this year proved anything, the talking heads can hate as much as they want to because they seem to have no passion in anything that don't directly pay them. The real fans showed up and showed out and showed you how much the WBC meant worldwide. I think they should make this a every 2-year tournament, honestly, because that way you ensure that the people who played in that game to win the tournament have a chance to play in it again to defend it. See, it's very rare that Japan's first tournament win, or when they won it with Yu Darvish, he now still good enough to be in the tournament all these years later. I hope Mike Trout and all the starters for this tournament going to be as great as they were this year in the next 4 years. I really do. I could guarantee it probably way more, though, if the tournament happened in the next 2 years, or if worse, the next 3 years. So I really do hope they fight to make this tournament, push it up at least a year. Like I said, it's only positives that can come from this tournament. It's no injury risk. You can get hurt in spring training. You can get hurt in the WBC. If you play baseball, you can get hurt. You can get hurt walking down the street. You can get hurt doing anything. Just because a team pay you don't mean you stop living life. That's absolutely ridiculous. So I think they should find a way to move the WBC up, just so that the people on Team Japan right now could have an opportunity to defend this championship. Now, I'm sure it'll be a lot of the dudes who played on this team right now playing on it again. But I'm thinking about dudes who are a little bit older for Team USA, like the Mike Trouts, like the Mookie Betts, like the Nolan Arenados, the Paul Goldschmidts, the JT Realmutos. You know what I'm saying? They older guys. So, and I know they in their early 30s, but and some of them, I think Mookie's still like 20. Nah, Mookie definitely in his 30s now. But still, I would like to see those dudes have an opportunity to come back. And I like how Mike Trout committed to coming back in 2026 already. Before the game even started, he said, yeah, I'm coming back in 2026 regardless. That man committed. And that's who Justin Verlander just let down. That's who Aaron Nola just let down. It's a shame.
I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
You give so much and ask for so little in return. And this is what they do to Mike Trout, to Mookie, ambassadors of the sport. That's crazy. They can go put their body and health on the line, but a pitcher can't. Crazy. I'm starting to see why hitters hate pitchers so much, bro. Lance McCullers, where he at? Disgusting. And I know it's going to be somebody out there who's going to be like, man, he just played in the World Series. So did Justin Verlander. And you want to know what the other stud pitchers on that pitching staff did? They went to the WBC. Framber Valdez went to the WBC. Christian Javier went to the WBC. But Christian Javier, absolute stud. Jose Urquidy just competed in the WBC. A lot of pitchers for the WBC, for other countries, came from the Astros, a team that just competed in the World Series. So it's no excuse. Jose Altuve was in the WBC. So don't feed me this bullshit excuse. Oh, well, these Phillies pitchers and these Astro pitchers just pitched in the World Series. Yeah. And JT Realmuto showed up for the WBC. Kyle Schwarber showed up for the WBC. So what is you telling me? Jose Altuve showed up for the WBC. So what is you telling me? I just went through all the Astro pitchers. I don't got to go through all them again. So what is you telling me? Unbelievable. To all those dickhead, dumb fans out there who's like, oh, well, this games don't matter. I hate to say it, but they was right. They was right to motherfuckers like Max Scherzer and all these other American pitchers who could have showed up, bro. Them dudes over there in Tampa Bay. I'm not talking about Tyler Glass now. I know he hurt. But Shane McClanahan, or whatever his name is. All these other American-born pitchers basically looked at the WB and said, these games don't matter. They're just exhibition games. And that's just crazy. That's just crazy. See, I keep the same energy, bro. I'm not one of those, it's cool when they do it, it's a problem when I do it. No. If it was a problem when that motherfucker did it, it's a problem when your goofy ass do it too. You want people to care about your sport. Treat your sport like every game matter. You already got enough people who get on TV and tell you that the regular season don't matter, the WBC don't matter. So when you do stuff like you can play and you then choose not to, and then you try to put up excuses to try to validate the dumb shit that they say, well, that keep taking knocks on your sport. Just like when dumbass Rob Manfred said that it's just a piece of metal for the World Series trophy. It's crazy that he got away with saying something like that. Like it wasn't no real repercussions for him saying. I can't imagine Roger Goodell getting away with saying the Super Bowl is just a piece of metal, the trophy. Like trying to devalue. Like obviously in real life we know what it is. But to say that in context of what you're talking about pertaining to your sport, like we're not comparing the trophy to a heart transplant and no shit like that. But saying a Super Bowl trophy, could you imagine Roger Goodell, somebody win the Super Bowl trophy and they say, what really does the Super Bowl trophy mean? Well, ultimately it's just a piece of metal. If somebody cheated to win it, it's just a piece of metal ultimately. It doesn't define. What? Jesus Christ. Rob Manfred might be an OG for being able to pull that shit off and getting away with it. I ain't gonna lie. But that's this other thing. See, that's what I'm saying, bro. Y'all baseball fans love to tear down y'all own great players. Like I saw this dude the other day say somebody was debating the Padres, and this one dude was talking shit about Fernando, and this other dude wasn't talking trash about him high key, but he was doing it low key by saying basically, and who knows what, and he was basically trying to say why they will struggle this year. And he was like, with Fernando Tatis off of the roids, it's not really looking good for y'all. And I was like, why is it so easy for people like you to say shit like that? Like, Fernando Tatis never tested positive for steroids while he was playing. Fernando Tatis never tested positive for steroids in the time frame of which he could have possibly been playing and using. It was very clear that he was using steroids or some type of medicine or something to try to get back quicker because he was hurt. But instead of trying to put it in context, you could still say Fernando should have been more accountable. I mean, he should have understood more of what he was putting in his body, even though athletes put a lot of different things in their body because they have nutritionists and things of that nature. So God forbid something slipped through the cracks when we done seen people are not flawless, but because they athletes, you expect that they should be. So that's a conversation for another day. But the man trying to get healthy, he slip up. Instead of putting it in that context, you decide to go on the internet and say, oh, well, he's not on steroids no more, so who knows how he plays. When at no point in time in Fernando Tatis's career of him playing on the field did he ever test positive for steroids while he was in the midst of that greatness. But now, when you clearly can do your homework and understand that he was taking medicine or whatever he took was to help his recovery, now you try to use that and say, oh, but you know what? Maybe he's been cheating his whole career, even though he had never tested for anything before. Now it's all these different conspiracies. Now his legacy is in question. How ignorant is that? Like when you have evidence of people who really were cheaters, who took steroids while cheating, and you have evidence of that it was validly evidence of him actually cheating. But now because, you allowed to be white and ignorant, you could just hop on the internet and say something like that. Because it was a white dude who said it. Like, what kind of shit is that? How is it so easy for fans of any race to diminish players' legacies off of how you feel about something? I can't understand it. It's still people trying to say Brady is a cheater. Like, for the life of me, I can't understand, bro. How it's so easy for y'all to latch on to little things in people's careers and things like that and try to tear apart their legacies and shit like that. Y'all are some of the biggest haters I done ever seen. And y'all really call yourself fans. It's crazy. You people are crazy. There's no way. You people are insane. And somehow, y'all keep getting away with this shit. I don't get it. I don't get it. This seemed like a perfect time in the episode, though, to throw a Trey Turner clip in it, bitch, boy. Hope y'all enjoyed that. But listen, shout out to all them boys. I'm not going to go down the roster once again. You know what I'm saying? I could go through it again, and name dudes like Trey Turner, JT Realmuto, Kyle Schwarber. You know what I'm saying? When you say Trey Turner, also, you got to remember that's America's shortstop, Trey Turner. You know what I'm saying? I could go down the list, but I'm not going to go down the list of all the players. You know what I'm saying? Because I could go through Cedric Mullins, Tim Anderson, Bobby Witt Jr., young dudes who didn't play much of this year, but will play a lot probably in the next 4 years. You know what I'm saying? But I am going to go through the list. Obviously, the big names. You know what I'm saying? The Mookie Betts, Mike Trout, Nolan Arenado, Paul Goldschmidt. You know what I'm saying? All the big names. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't going to go through all of them. You know what I'm saying? America's ace, Lance Lynn. You know what I'm saying? Devin Williams, Ryan Presley, Adam Wainwright. You know what I'm saying? But all the dudes. So, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to all them boys. And fuck the pitchers who chose not to show up, bro. But with that being said, congratulations to Japan. Congratulations to Shohei Ohtani. I love Shohei Ohtani. I really wish he did speak English. But nonetheless, phenomenal player. One of the best athletes I didn't have the opportunity to watch. I wish he had a failed last night, but he didn't because he is great. But I do wish he had a failed. But shout out to Shohei. Happy to see him win. But just fucking wait till the next 4 years, my boy. We getting this title back, bruh. Like Mike Trout said, you got round one. But we'll be back. With that being said, I appreciate you for joining me on another episode of Kicking It with Saint. Tell somebody you fuck with them. Tell somebody you love them. You can be anything in the world. Choose to be kind to somebody today. Saint out.
Cracked in the air, deep center field. Thomas on the move. It's off the wall. Ohtani's in to score. Here comes the winning run. Japan turns it around on its last breath.
I got the moves like hot sauce. Lil' mama taking the top off. I'm laying down getting topped off. After this, she know she getting knocked off. I know she loving the money, so I keep on thumbing and thumbing. She say she horny when she taking shots, so I keep them coming and coming. Now I'm putting dick in her tummy, scoop her up like I'm raking her something. You would think shawty red track, the way that she running and running. You getting dumber and dumber, you out here chasing the bone. After she finished from giving me dome, the Uber is taking her home. Tight.